Hi, I'm Karen Bosick with Ion Sun Valley, and I'm here at the Sun Valley Community School, where members of St. Thomas Church, Sun Valley Community School, and the Hemingway School have come together to celebrate this community's part in helping Haiti's children following the 2010 earthquake. We're having a dinner tonight featuring Haiti food and learning about the project. Helen Morgus is one of the children's librarians at Ketchum's Community Library, and she and Father Ken Brannon were the first to go visit Haiti after the devastating earthquake.
The first from St. Thomas Church.
Yeah. Can you tell me about that moment? What drove you guys to go?
Oh, there was a group of us that were just haunted by those images that we saw on TV during the earthquake, and you just think, what can I do? Those people are suffering so much. And so we got in touch with the Bishop of Haiti and said, we'd like to come and help. And he said, stay away. It's just too chaotic right now. So we bided our time, and then eventually this opportunity presented itself with the Haiti Micah Project.
And one of the big things was that you were able to connect with Father Joseph, who happened to be a seminary student alongside Father Ken.
Correct. So they were good friends from seminary, and they had a deep friendship, and they, share their priesthood. They actually still talk all the time. Once a month, they share a group a ministry group from their graduates together. Anyway, so he was still in very good touch with Joseph, and just having gone through those 3 years of seminary with Joseph, he knew that Joseph was 100% Haitian and cared very much about his own country. So that was a really great way to just get us connected with Haiti and have us, have an opening to go with someone who knew Haiti deeply.
So what did you find when you got there?
So the first thing was that at that time you really needed somebody who knew how to navigate, because the streets were still very impacted by the rubble. So we were picked up in Port-au-Prince, and Joseph found us at the airport. He wouldn't let us touch the sidewalk until he was with us, because it was quite dangerous. There was still danger that rubble could move, or that you could just be swindled, or people were so desperate that you really needed to be with somebody who was trustworthy. So that was the first thing, was just feeling safe with him there. Maybe the second thing was that we just looked around and we realized that every Haitian is an entrepreneur. They do what they have to do to feed their families. So on the sidewalks, there were people selling whatever they had to sell. And it was just a constant open market. Well, some of it was goods that they had gone to the border of the Dominican Republic to buy and then to resell. Some of it was their own produce, or there were a lot of people selling water. There were people they had little grills out on the street and they were selling street food. But everybody was just trying to make a living. And this was when a lot of the Haitian population was living in tents because of the earthquake.
And Father Joseph was involved in something called the Haiti Micah Project. Where did that name come from?
Oh, well, Micah is an Old Testament prophet. And so when Joseph saw the need to feed and educate children who were living on the streets of his hometown, he conceived this project to really give them the support they needed to get through school, a daily meal and a tuition stipend, because school is not free in Haiti. There's no public school. So that was his inspiration to try to help solve the problem, and the inspiration for the name was from this prophet in the Old Testament who said that we know what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with God. And that's the quote from the prophet Micah that inspired Joseph to do this work.
Okay. And so Father Joseph cares for how many students?
So the Haiti Micah Project at the time of the earthquake was feeding about 250 students a day. And then because of the earthquake in Port-au-Prince, there was a big migration to the outer areas. and the town where the Haiti Mica Project was already running grew by 50,000 people in those next few months, and the number of children doubled to about 500 that the Mica Project was feeding.
Candy Walton went to Haiti in 2012 with a group. Candy, what moved you to do that?
Well, it began with the Haiti Mica Project at St. Thomas Church, and Father Ken, the rector there, he went to seminary, Virginia Seminary, with Father Joseph Constant, and Father Joseph Constant began the Haiti Mica Project. And it's a verse in the Bible that talks about, above all be kind, do good work. And so that's why it was named the Haiti Mica Project. And we went there with Father Joseph, a couple of other people, and found it to be really life-changing. They're a very resilient community of people. They have really not much at all, and a lot of what they do have gets taken away by these natural disasters. And so it kind of puts our lives in perspective. But you feel their energy, you feel their faith, their optimism, and their hope. And that's really what was so special.
Is there a moment that sticks out in your mind all these years later?
I think it was going to the asile, which Father Joseph said, really, you're seeing the poorest of the poor. And I'm not sure that's just
Now, what
Haiti.
is the asile?
The asile was built as an elderly shelter.
Wow.
Numbers of years before we were there, and it soon was just let go to ruin, as the governments tend to change over there. Father Joseph, he looks after the people there when he can. Numerous of the children, some of the parents drop them off at the schools and the orphanage. They dropped off one who's graduating, and because they know they can't take care of them. But these people live in their latrines have overrun. There's broken glass and papers everywhere. They live on the cement. Little children with their runny noses and hardly any clothes. They have to go when they need to go to the bathroom. They have to walk down the road and find some ravine. It's very, very sad, but they're being looked after by this organization.
Dee Dee Cleveland and her husband Doug went and visited the project last spring. Now she's put together this dinner as a fundraiser. Dee Dee, tell me a little bit about the dinner. What kinds of things are you serving?
Well, we're serving four-course Haitian food, and so we have a chicken stew that's a little bit spicy.
What kind of spices are in it?
You'd have to ask Doug that. He's the actual cook. Then we're having beans and rice and plantains that are fried and fruit with fruit juices to drink. And then our dessert is a sweet potato Haitian pudding dessert.
Oh, wow. That sounds interesting.
Yes.
And you got the recipes from somebody from Haiti?
The administrator from the Haiti Mica Project. She, her name is Sarah Desir, and she did you'll see her in a public service announcement. And she grew up in Port-au-Prince, and her father and mother still live there. He runs a car dealership. And when we went to Haiti last April, she came with us so that she could document and take pictures of all the kids in the feeding program, and so we could get a list. And there's probably 500 kids that she documented.
Wow.
That come every day to get at least one meal a day from the feeding program at the vocational center.
And what struck you about the people as you visited?
They were very poor. There's lots of poverty and some garbage around because they don't have regular garbage services. So, but with that, they were still very happy, very strong-willed, very. They would dress colorfully and very clean and neat. And very proud. So we always felt very comfortable, and they were always very grateful, especially the children, to us for coming to see them and to help with they know that we came and help with sponsorships.
And the children take pride in their appearance too.
They usually, all the kids have a uniform that they wear to school, and it's all neat and clean. Sometimes it's red and white checked, or blue and white checked, or green and white. So you can kind of tell what school the kids go to by the color of their uniform. And the girls always have their hair in braids or little ponytails with lots of ribbons.
Lots of ribbons.
Lots of ribbons, so they're very cute.
Whoa! She's loading me up on rice and beans, I guess. Haitian chicken. I got some plantain and some mangoes and other fruits from Haiti. I'll be back for the sweet potato pudding later. I guess it's like bread pudding. Anyway, I'm Karen Bosick here at the Haiti Mica Project. Until next time, I'm keeping my eye on Sun Valley for you.
I'm Derek Agnew, General Manager of Zenergy Health Club and Spa, and I want to take you inside and show you what we've done with our new Pivot Studio, which is going to blow you away. The therapists tell me that Pivot really is the game changer. It fills that final gap that we were missing at Zenergy, things they could not do in our main gym.
The recent addition of the Pivot Studio has meant wonders to me as a physical therapist. I can now take care of the most vulnerable post-operative patient, but now I can include programming that challenges the most elite athlete.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
I moved out to Idaho 4 years ago, so I met a lot of people and I really, really like it here. In New York, I was always sort of introverted. When I came out here, that no longer was me. I became extroverted because the people here are so friendly and warm. You know, if you don't have something like that that brings you into other people's lives, it takes a long time to get to know people.